Cinco de Mayo is not just a big drinking day.
Cinco de Mayo is not Mexican Independence Day.
September 16th, the Grito de Dolores, is Mexico Independence Day.
Cinco de Mayo is a festival, a holiday where we celebrate Mexico's defeat of the French at the Battle of Puebla in May of 1862. In 1861, then President Benito Juarez declared that Mexico would suspend its payments temporarily to Spain, England, and France. The three, so-called Triple Alliance European powers did not take it well, and so they decided to send their troops to Mexico. However, Mexico was able to negotiate with England and with Spain, and so they withdrew the troops. However, France did not. So Napoleon III, who was the ruler of France at the time, he decided to invade Mexico, and on their way to Mexico City, they encountered resistance, Mexican resistance at Puebla. The Mexican army was relatively smaller, less resourced, poorer, not trained, and nonetheless, they were able to conquer or, to stop French invasion at the time. And so Mexico won the battle on May 5th of 1862. That is the battle that Mexican Americans and other Latinos in the U.S. celebrate through Cinco de Mayo.
In Mexico, it isn't vastly celebrated. It's principally celebrated in Puebla. They have military parades, celebrations, street festivals, but it's not a widespread celebration as it is in the United States. The first celebration of Cinco de Mayo in California was in a small town way up north in Tuolumne County called Columbia. There was Mexican workers over there that got word of this very unlikely victory and they celebrated. Now we know later on it became vastly commercialized.
In the 1960s, 70s, with a lot of student movements, the young people appropriated this holiday as, let's show our pride as Mexican Americans. And they started doing celebration. They needed sponsorships. So who do they go for sponsorships? Of course, the alcoholic beverage companies, right? That's how the history of every year is bigger and better and bigger and better. Tulum Poco, we opened almost 21 years ago. We love Mexican food and we love Italian food, and we didn't know which direction to go, so I decided to do both. Before the pandemic, I never really tried to capitalize on the Cinco de Mayo. We have regular customers who come in for tacos and margaritas, so we've been busy, but not crazy busy like other local Mexican restaurants.
In the past, it has been one of our biggest events of the year. At one time, we had about 4,000 people. We brought 6 hours of entertainment with no cover, and then we shut down K Street for our community. However, this year is different. Cantina Alley, the approach is to bring a little slice of Mexico to the Midtown area. Sharing our culture and our roots goes a long ways.
Tacos, mariachi, margaritas, cerveza is never a bad idea. What I would also encourage though is to take a little bit of time to learn a little bit about what you're celebrating.
It is part of the history and the culture and the traditions of what happens to be the largest minority group in the country, and also the largest ethnic group in the state of California.